Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Stories, Episode 12, Percy and the New Mail Engines. It was late at night, and Sir Topham Hatt was with Percy at Knapford Station. "So, Percy, who are the two engines you chose?" "I decided I would choose two engines I knew very well, so I chose Wilbert and Stanley." Wilbert and Stanley soon arrived. "You two know what you're here for, right?" "Yeah," said Wilbert. "We're here to tell Percy until he's better." "With the mail." "Correct, you two. Now I'm gonna go, 'cause it's getting late. Percy, you can explain everything, right?" "Yes, I can." "Okay, good, Percy. I'll see you guys tomorrow." "Bye, Sir Topham Hatt," they all said, and Sir Topham Hatt was off in his car. "Okay," Percy said. "Now there's two stops you have to make at night. First, Elizabeth. As you can see, your mail has already been loaded. This won't happen every night, but some nights it will, like tonight. So what you're going to do is you're going to drive on the right part of Henry's Tunnel. You're going to go all the way around, and you're going to see by the roundhouse, Bulstrode the barge is there with some mail. You guys are going to swap mail and then come back to Knapford Station and give any extra mail you have to Elizabeth, and she'll be off, and your night's over." "Okay," said Stanley. "Are you going to come with us?" "Sorry," said Percy. "It's better for me to stay here. Don't worry, I'll make sure you two arrive safely." "Okay," said Wilbert. "Thank you." "No problem. Good luck." "Thank you," they both said, and they were off. "Geez," said Wilbert, "this is sure hard. How can Percy handle it all together?" "I don't know. Percy's sure stronger than I ever thought." They soon went over Henry's Tunnel. Wilbert and Stanley were going pretty far now. "Hey," said Stanley, "do you see Bulstrode the barge yet?" "Yeah," said Stanley. "Yeah," said Wilbert. "He's right over there. You can barely tell, but he's by Oliver." "Okay." "Wait," said Wilbert. "Before we go, how are we going to do this?" "There's only room for one of us to get the mail by Bulstrode." "How about," said Stanley, "you go first and I go second?" "Okay," said Wilbert. "Seems fair enough." And with that, they were almost done with their mail train. Stanley waited at the top of the bridge until Wilbert was ready. Wilbert switched into the other line, and soon the mail was switched between Bulstrode and Wilbert's mail coaches. Stanley soon came down. "Are you ready?" said Stanley. "Yes," said Wilbert, and Wilbert went off to Knapford Station. Stanley was next. He was dropping off some of the mail. Meanwhile, at Knapford Station, Wilbert and Percy were talking. "Geez," said Wilbert, "how can you handle all these mail cars?" "Well," said Percy, "after all these years you learn to deal with it. Once Thomas stopped helping me with the mail because he had to focus more on his branch line. It sure was a hard job taking all these mail coaches. All four was struggle. Soon I realized I had to deal with it and pull through the pain. Sir Topham Hatt thought it would be a better idea if I picked two of you, which is why I picked you and Stanley, because you guys are some of my best friends on the railroad, especially since Thomas and Toby, who know it very well, they weren't able to work this time, so I picked my next two." Yeah, we have been pretty good friends for a long time. Sure have, said Percy. Oh, look who's coming in. And Stanley soon arrived. Okay, I've got my mail. Same with me. Soon some workmen came out, and they got the mail from Elizabeth to Stanley and Wilbert, and from Wilbert and Stanley to Elizabeth. All's well that ends well, said Percy. You two sure did a good job. Yeah, said Stanley. How long do you think you're going to be out? I don't know, but I hope I can come back soon enough. Probably by that time, I'll only need help with one of you. I can probably carry my own coach sometime soon, and you guys can carry the other three. But that's if we're hopeful. Yeah, Percy, take your time, though. You don't want to rush your injury, because, well, if you do, it won't be good. You'll be out for a very long time. Yeah, I'm lucky I'm even allowed to drive on the rails. Well, it's getting late, said Percy. I think it's time we go off to our sheds. Yeah, said Wilbert. Night, Percy, Stanley. Yeah, night, you two. Same with me. And with that, the three friends were off.